I have installed pip environment tool, which is basically a dependency management tool for installing the application dependencies in virtual environment. I am using Visual Studio Code as my editor. Finally, install Django inside the virtual environment. I created a Django project called Emissions project, which is the core of our application. Under this project, I have developed Emissions app. In models.py, I define our model class to pull out data from the database and present to the user. Here we have emissions entity with some attributes. Django automatically created ID field for every entity that is going to be the primary key. Applying Django migration to generate database schema based on this model. For this assessment, I am using SQLite database since it has low traffic. Every Django project comes with admin interface. I have written these codes to register emissions model and customize the administration panel view. I have created serializers.py to convert emissions objects to JSON objects. In views module, this class takes a request and returns a response. Model view set provides create, retrieve, update, destroy, and list actions. In urls.py, I have mapped URLs to my views module. Every app can have its own URL configuration. I had to import this into the main URL configuration for this project. I have implemented Django REST framework to get several RESTful API endpoints for my app to expose data to the clients. Also implemented Swagger for documentation. Let's run the server and open admin, Swagger, and API view. We can access the app. We can add or change the data from here. Let's add a new data. Now switching back to Swagger to observe the documentation. Under get request, by hitting execute button, we receive the following response of all the data including the newly created object. Below I have include post to create a new item, get with ID, put and patch to update and delete. We get easily get by ID from here and can delete data by inserting particular ID. I also expose the data on API interface. Here we can view all the data. We also can post a new data from here and access or modify a particular object by ID. Let's create a new repository named Emissions Project. Copy the SSH key. Now in the project folder, run these git commands to initialize, add, and commit to the local repository. Let's connect local project to the remote repository that I have just created. Now push to the master branch. Here we have our project in the remote repository. Thanks for watching.